Hello everyone and welcome to our English class. I think that if you want to speak good and effective English or write good and effective English, you should have the knowledge of tenses. So you might have come to the idea that today's topic is about tense. We will start tense today. So we will discuss about the first tense, that is called simple present tense. Simple present tense. Simple present tense is a little bit long, means its uses are various. There are a lot of uses which are related to simple present tense. So the other name of simple present tense is present indefinite tense. Present indefinite tense. So this tense is known by two names, simple present tense and present indefinite tense. So first we will see the structure of this sentence, means the order of the words which comes in this sentence. So first we will look in the term of affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentence, and the structure is subject plus verb, first form plus object. Means the order will be, first you have to take the subject, then verb, and the verb should be in the base form, and then other word or the object. Means O for other words or object. Means the order would be subject plus first form of the verb plus object in affirmative sentence. So if you want to speak anything in present indefinite tense, you have to take a subject, then the next part would be verb in the first form and other words at last. So if I write I work in this factory or this bank, at this bank. So here you can see I the subject. So first part we have taken is the subject I, and the work is the verb of the sentence, and it is in base form, it is in its base form, it is in its first form, and at this bank is these words are called phrase. So these are the other words. So the structure of affirmative sentence in simple present tense would be subject plus first form the verb plus object. Anytime if you want to define what is tense, then simply you can say that study of forms of verb in time and context is called tense. Means किसी टाइम के अंदर कौन सा वर्ब की फॉर्म यूज़ किया जाएगा, अगर ये आप जानते हैं तो यही टेंस कहलाता है. तो इफ़ someone says simple present tense, it means the first form of the verb, means subject and object is not going to change. Subject and objects are not going to change. The changes comes into the verb form. Always the changes comes into the first verb part. So we will look at the verb part in tenses. First, in affirmative sentence, the verb will be in first form, in negative sentence. The structure would be subject plus do not, does not, plus first form of the verb plus object I forgot one thing to tell you, that here we add s or es sometime in the first form of the verb when the subject is singular. Means if the subject is he, she or it, then we will use s or es with the verb first form of the verb. Means if I have to write here he work at this bank, so we have to add s here because the subject he is singular. So the subject is singular, so we will add s to the verb at the end of the verb to make it singular, to make the verb singular. I mean to say, we have to make the verb singular so that the verb can agree with the subject. Means the subject and verb should agree with each other. So if we are going to make the verb singular, we will have to add s or es to the verb. Now come to the next part. We are going to discuss about the negative sentence. So subject plus do not plus verb first form plus object. If the subject is singular, what is the meaning? Means if the subject is he, she or it, then we will use does not. Means with these pronouns he, she, it, or if he is any name, means Raju, Rahim, anything, or she is any name, means Ritu or Salma or any name, or it is anything, if air, table, anything. If these words are in single, means if these nouns are in single, means they will work like he or she or it. So we will use does. And if they are not, these pronouns, except of these pronouns, other pronouns are plural, like we, they are plural. So with I, we, you, they, we will use do not. With I, we, you and they, we will use do not. I hope you have understood now. I'm repeating again. If the subject is singular, means if the subject is he, she, it, we will use does not before the verb. After the subject, order would be subject plus does not plus first form of the verb plus object. And if we have subject as I, we, you or they, we will use do not after the subject and before the verb. So now I think you have understood now. Let's come to the next sentence, that is question. So in question we have two type of questions: open question and closed question, or you can say yes no question and WH question. So whatever question it is, we will follow the order. WH word means question word. These are also called question words, plus do not or does not, do not or does not, then subject, then first form of the verb, then other word, or object. So the order, you can see the order would be first question word, then the helping or auxiliary verb do or does, as we were using in a negative sentence. So do or does, after WH word or question word, do or does, means do or does will be used before subject in questions. Then first form of the verb plus object. It is like subject plus first form of the verb plus object. This format, this order is in affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentence. To make it question, we have to add two things. What are these things? Question word first, then do not or does not. So if you recall what is the order of the affirmative sentence, if you learned by heart the order of the affirmative sentence, subject plus verb plus object, subject plus verb first form plus object. Then if you are going to make them question, you have to add only two words, question word plus do not or does not, and it will become question. So let's see by example. Why do you learn English? So here you can see the order, and I will put here question mark. So here WH word, why is the WH word do or does? So I used do according to the subject you, because do is used with you. Learn is verb and English is object. So you can see the order: question word, do or does, auxiliary verb plus you, subject, learn, verb, object, other. Other example: do you like them? So here we have no question words. If you don't have question word, it is okay, start with helping verb. If we don't have a question word, it is not necessary in every question then you must have one question word. If there is no question word, it's okay, start with the helping verb, start with the auxiliary verb. So we have started here, do you like them? Likewise, where does he go every day? So you can see now, where is the question word? Does. We have used does, here we have used do. So you can see the difference. Here he is singular, with he, she and it we use does, and with I, we, you, they we use do. So here I used does. Where does he go every day? I hope you have understood now what is the structure of the sentence. So in next video we will discuss about the uses of this tense, means where to use this tense. So structure of the sentence we have finished. In the next video we will see what are the uses of this sentence. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching.